Have you ever wondered what happens when someone demands the impossible, only to have their own actions turn against them? In a small pet store on the edge of town, Karen stormed in, her voice slicing through the quiet hum of chirping birds and bubbling aquariums. She clutched a battered bird cage, her face red with indignation, and slammed it onto the counter. Inside, a once vibrant parrot named Sunny lay slumped, its feathers dull, its eyes half closed. "This bird is defective," she bellowed. "It won't sing, it won't fly, it just sits there. I want my money back now." The staff, a young woman named Mia, barely flinched. She'd seen her share of complaints, but something about Karen's tone sharp, entitled, dripping with blame set her on edge. Mia glanced at Sunny, her heart sinking. The bird's cage was a mess. Food scattered, water cloudy, and droppings piled high. "Ma'am," Mia said, keeping her voice steady, "can you tell me how you've been caring for it?" Karen scoffed, crossing her arms. "I feed it. I give it water. What else does it need? It's just a bad bird." The customers in the store exchanged glances, sensing a storm brewing. Mia's eyes narrowed. She wasn't buying it. She'd spent years studying animal behavior, and Sunny's condition screamed neglect. "Let's take a closer look," she said, gently lifting the cage. The crowd leaned in, curious. Karen's confidence wavered, but she doubled down. "Don't waste my time. I paid good money for this thing, and it's useless." Mia ignored her, inspecting the cage. The food was cheap, stale, and unsuitable for a parrot. The water was murky, untouched for days. Worst of all, there wasn't a single toy or perch to stimulate the bird. Sunny wasn't misbehaving, was suffering. As Mia laid out the evidence, Karen's voice grew louder, her words a frantic defense. "I don't have time to pamper a bird. I have a job, a life. It should just do what I bought it for." The store manager, Mr. Torres, stepped in, his calm demeanor a stark contrast to Karen's chaos. "Mang, parots are intelligent creatures. They need proper diet, stimulation, and care. This bird is malnourished and stressed." Karen's face twisted. "You're blaming me? You sold me a broken bird." The accusation hung in the air, but Mia wasn't done. She reached under the counter and pulled out the store's care guide, handed to every customer. "Did you read this?" she asked pointedly. Karen froze, her silence deafening. Then came the twist no one expected. A quiet voice piped up from the back of the store. "I saw her by that bird." Heads turned to see an elderly woman, Mrs. Larson, a regular who often lingered to chat about her own pets. She was here 3 weeks ago, bragging about how she'd make that parrot sing for her TikTok videos. Said she didn't need fancy instructions because she knew better. The crowd murmured, and Karen's face paled. Mrs. Larson continued, her voice steady but firm. "I warned her parrots need attention, but she laughed it off, said it was just a prop." The revelation hit like a thunderclap, shifting the room's energy. Karen wasn't just negligent, she treated Sunny like an object. The confrontation reached its peak as Mia, fueled by Mrs. Larson's words, laid into Karen with cold precision. "This bird isn't defective, it's starving, dehydrated, and depressed because you neglected it. You didn't even try." She pointed to the cage, now a damning exhibit. No proper food, no clean water, no enrichment. "You think you could demand a refund when you've done this?" Karen's bravado cracked. She tried to interrupt, but Mr. Torres raised a hand. "We have a responsibility to our animals," he said. "We don't refund neglect." The crowd nodded, some whispering in agreement. Karen's eyes darted around, searching for an ally, but found none. Desperate, Karen switched tactics, her voice turning syrupy. "Okay, fine, I'll take better care of it. Just give me a new one or my money back, and I'll leave." Mia shook her head, her resolve unshakable. "We're not giving you another animal to mistreat, and we're not refunding you for this." She gestured to Sunny, who let out a weak chirp, as if pleading for rescue. Mr. Torres stepped forward, his tone final. "We're taking the bird back to rehabilitate it. You're not getting a cent, and you're no longer welcome here." Karen's jaw dropped, her entitlement shattered. "You can't do this," she shrieked, but the staff stood united, and the customer's glare silenced her. Karen's collapse was swift and spectacular. She grabbed her purse, muttering threats about lawsuits and bad reviews. But her voice lacked conviction. As she stormed out, the bell above the door jingled mockingly. The crowd erupted in quiet applause, not for drama, but for justice. Mia knelt by Sonny's cage, whispering softly to the bird. "You're safe now," she said, her hands already preparing a clean bowl of water. Mrs. Larson shuffled forward, offering a small toy from her bag. "For the little guy," she said with a smile. The store buzzed with a shared sense of relief, the tension replaced by hope. In the days that followed, Sonny began to recover. His feathers regained their sheen, his eyes their spark. Mia and the staff worked tirelessly, documenting his progress and sharing it online, where the story of Karen's downfall went viral. People flooded the store with donations for Sonny's care, inspired by the staff stand. The bird, once a symbol of neglect, became a beacon of resilience. Karen, meanwhile, faced a different fate. Her online rants about the rude pet store backfired as customers and animal lovers called her out, her own words exposing her negligence. She deleted her accounts, but the internet never forgets. What lingered wasn't just the drama, but the lesson. Sonny's recovery showed what care and accountability could do, while Karen's defeat proved that entitlement has a price. The pet store became a local legend, a place where animals were valued over profit, and where people stood up for what was right. It's easy to point fingers, but harder to face the mirror. What do you think? Where does the line fall between responsibility and entitlement? Share your thoughts, because stories like this remind us. Actions have consequences, and sometimes justice sings louder than any parrot ever could.